Peace, everybody. How we doing again? We out here once again. The spiritual high five. This is Bobby Fakolade. Hailing up today from Northern California, up near San Francisco, in an area called Pacifica, California. And today I want to just speak a little bit about peace, about how you gain peace. And there's a few things that if you want peace, you have to do. One of them is you have to be fearless. And I know it probably sounds a bit counterintuitive because fearlessness and courage seem like something that's an external thing that you're doing or something that you're exerting outwardly. Well, I want you to know that it is true and that you're going to need to do it. Because if you want peace, it's not just going to be given to you. Because as life continues on, there's always going to be something that's going to come up. When I came up here on business, and I said, wow, it would be great if I could have a trip where I can just recuperate and gather myself together to have peace. And then I realized that even while I'm here on business and it's the weekend, today is a Sunday, happy Obatala Day to everybody, that it's still, my phone is still ringing. I'm still having stuff to do. I'm still having people to pray for, people to think about. And so what I realized was that if I wanted the peace that I'm thinking about, one is rather utopic because things are always happening. And two, I realized that I have to make that peace. I have to carve it out. And so similarly, for you all out there in the world, know that if you want peace, you're going to have to carve it out from this big block of what you consider your existence or your life. You know, the saying is that anything that we find important, we make time for. And that's interesting when you think about making time, because time is physical. People can break the sound barrier. People can say, when I'm really having a lot of fun, man, the time just flew by. When something is boring or arduous, people are like, time is just dragging on. It's going really slow. So know that time has a physical aspect to it. And if we really want to be able to communicate with it and interact with it well, we have to remember to breathe. We have to remember to be present. And those are some of the things and some of the ways that will allow us to be able to interact with time better. Also, we have to be very respectful of time. Respect your time, respect yourself in that regard. I came out here to do work, and I said, you know what, let me go and rent a motel room. And it just so happened that the place where I went to have brunch had this motel next to it, and it's right next to the ocean, and it was actually quite affordable. Now I could have said, oh, I just came off a trip, and can I spend that? Do I want to pay that? So on and so forth. I had to be proactive. I had to say, you know what? I'm a child of God. I'm a child of the Creator. I'm a child of Olodumare. And so because of that, Olodumare is omnipotent and omnipresent. Anything that I want access to, I can ask my Father. I can ask Olodumare. Anything that I want access to, I can ask my Ori to sanction it, to sanction all that I'm doing, all that I want, all that I'm working on. I can ask the ancestors for help. The other thing that we don't remember sometimes, especially when we're not spending money foolishly, right? When we're doing it with a good cause, when we're doing it to nurture ourselves, don't be afraid of money. Don't be afraid to use it. Money is currency. If you notice behind me, you see the waves coming in to the shore and then the waves going back out. Money works the same way. You're going to work for it. You're going to have to use it. So use it wisely. Use it in a way that it'll be impactful in your life. Use it in a way that well after I'm gone from this spot here and I'm back in Las Vegas doing what I'm doing there, because I was here, I can now always draw on the memory of this place. If I need something to focus on to center myself, I can remember the beautiful colors of the sky behind me. I can remember the sound of the ocean waves as they're hitting up on the shore and crashing into the breaker stones. It's okay. That's what we have to remember, that it's okay to use the money. We can't live in a place of scarcity. We can't live in a poverty mentality. Now, I'm not saying go out and break your neck or try almost kill yourself trying to have or do certain things. With moderation, with time, with planning, all of those things are synonymous with respecting time and respecting yourself and having the courage to know that you're a child of the Creator. Anything that you need or want can flow to you. Now, I'm not talking that new age, I manifested mindset stuff. No, I'm talking about planning, logic, wisdom, method, consistency, and you'll be able to get the things that you want. That seawater smells nice. You'll be able to get the things that you need. The same way that the ocean gets what it needs. The same way that the trees get what they need. The same way that those stones in the background get what they need. Why? Because they're all children of the Creator. We too are children of the Creator. We too have the ability to get all that we need. Please, people, remember that. Especially if you're the type of person that's really diligent about your spiritual life. You know, again, I'm going to say it, harp on it. You throwing your cola nut to your Ifa, to your other Orisha. You'll see. Things will always want to fall in line for you. Your feet in your head, your Ori will sanction all it is that you need, all it is that you want. Courage. Courage, courage, courage. Relentlessness. Every time you feel like life is knocking you down, you get up and dust yourself off. Every time you feel like dark thoughts or negative thoughts are invading your mind, listlessness is invading your body where you don't feel like you want to do anything, that's when you have to remember. Spirit talks to the body. Spirit talks to the mind. Spirit is the one that informs everything. Speak to your Ori. Let your Ori turn around and then dictate to your spirit then to dictate to your breath then to dictate to your mind then to dictate to your body, and watch your body create and animate the world around you. Watch it build it all. You have it. You have it inside of you. You have it around you. You can sit by an ocean. You can sit by a freeway. If you're like, man, I need things to move. The same way that cars move freely on the freeway, please, Olodumare, make things to move in my life that way. It doesn't have to be so far out. Everything doesn't have to seem like, pie in the sky. Things, they're not as far away from you as you think. And a lot of the time, we keep running and running. We keep going and going, thinking that stuff is far away from us. When really, there is so much that's close to us. If we allow ourselves to relax, and if we allow our minds to be flexible in the interpretation of what those things look like. A stone can be used as a hammer if I needed to. The wood that I use to make a fire, I can use that wood to build a house if I needed to. Part of persevering is perspective. So you all keep rocking and rolling out there on this evening of December 10th, 2023. I love you all. The Creator loves us all. Love yourself. Love your Ori. Respect your time. Respect yourself. Respect others. And watch the magic unfold through your consistency and your discipline and your focus and your thought and your method. Aboru Aboye Abosise Ogbuato.